During the golden days of 4th of July picnics, families gathered around tables laden with dishes that were as rich in history as they were in flavor. From savory casseroles to quirky salads, these once celebrated meals brought people together in ways we've long forgotten. Today, we're rediscovering 30 4th of July lunches that have faded into history, honoring the culinary traditions that helped make the holiday feel like home. Old-fashioned picnic loaf. Old-fashioned picnic loaf was a 4th of July favorite that was as much about presentation as it was about taste. Imagine a large, hearty loaf of bread, hollowed out and packed with layers of meats, cheeses, and fresh vegetables. This was the picnic loaf, a showstopper that everyone gathered around. It wasn't just a sandwich. It was an entire meal tucked inside a loaf of bread, and it was the ultimate convenience for feeding a crowd. Popular in the mid-20th century, this dish was a clever way to prepare a picnic lunch ahead of time, making it perfect for those long summer days filled with family, friends, and outdoor fun. The beauty of picnic loaf was its versatility. The outer bread shell held everything together, while its inside was filled with a variety of ingredients. You might find layers of turkey, ham, salami, or roast beef, often accompanied by cheese like Swiss or cheddar. Fresh lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles added a crunchy, refreshing contrast to the richness of the meats and cheeses. The secret, however, was in how the ingredients were packed, tight enough so that the loaf could be sliced into neat, sturdy wedges, yet still loose enough to maintain a balance of flavor and texture. To bring it all together, a generous spread of mustard, mayonnaise, or even a bit of horseradish was often added for an extra burst of flavor. Preparing the picnic loaf required a bit of effort, but the reward was well worth it. You'd start by hollowing out a round loaf of bread, then layering in your meats, cheeses, and vegetables, packing each layer tightly before compressing the whole loaf. It would then be wrapped tightly and refrigerated overnight to allow the flavors to meld together. The next day, you could slice it into thick wedges and serve it on a picnic table or at a family gathering, each bite filled with layers of savory, tangy, and fresh ingredients. Picnic loaf was more than just a meal. It became part of the experience. It encouraged people to gather around, break off their own pieces, and share in the tradition of a hearty, make-ahead meal. And while its popularity has waned in favor of more modern sandwiches and wraps, it remains a nostalgic symbol of picnics past. Its practicality, creativity, and ability to feed a crowd made it a standout dish, one that still evokes fond memories of a time when food was both functional and fun. So, next time you're looking for something hearty for a picnic, consider resurrecting the picnic loaf. You might just find that this retro favorite has a place at your table once more. Jellied ham salad. Jellied ham salad was once a standout on many 4th of July picnic tables, offering a quirky combination of savory ham, tangy vegetables, and a gelatinous twist. This retro dish combined finely chopped ham with crunchy celery and pickles, all bound together in a savory gelatin made from unflavored gelatin powder, vinegar, and seasonings. The resulting dish was not only visually appealing with its translucent, jelly-like texture, but also surprisingly delicious, making it a nostalgic favorite for many who remember it. Making jellied ham salad was a bit of a process, but it was well worth it for the unique flavor and texture it offered. The ham was finely chopped, often mixed with diced celery, onions, and a few tablespoons of sweet relish for a balance of sweetness and tang. The gelatin was prepared by dissolving unflavored gelatin in vinegar and a bit of water, then mixing it with mayonnaise or salad dressing to create a creamy, firm base. This mixture was poured into a mold, and the salad was left to chill in the refrigerator until set, forming a firm, sliceable shape. The real beauty of jellied ham salad was its versatility and ability to be made in advance. Once prepared and chilled, it could be sliced into neat wedges and served as a refreshing side dish on a hot summer day. The gelatin held everything together, making it easy to serve on a buffet or picnic table, while the blend of flavors, savory ham, sweet relish, and crunchy vegetables, offered a delightful combination of tastes and textures. Some variations included hard-boiled eggs or a dash of mustard for added tang, giving it a little extra zing. While jellied ham salad may sound unusual to modern palates, it was a beloved part of 4th of July celebrations for decades. It was an economical and efficient way to feed a crowd, utilizing pantry staples and ingredients that could be prepared ahead of time. The cool, jellied texture was also a refreshing contrast to the often heavier, hot dishes at summer picnics. Though this dish has largely faded from contemporary picnic spreads, those who remember it fondly still associate it with the simpler, more resourceful days of cooking. It serves as a reminder of a time when meals were meant to be enjoyed without pretense, and when creativity in the kitchen often meant combining ingredients in new, unexpected ways. If you're looking for a retro throwback that adds a bit of old-school charm to your summer gatherings, jellied ham salad might just deserve a second chance on your picnic table. Chilled beet salad. Chilled beet salad was a bold, vibrant dish that once graced many 4th of July picnic tables, offering a splash of color and a unique flavor profile. Beets, often overlooked today, were once a star ingredient in summer salads, and this particular dish was the perfect side for a hot July afternoon. Its deep, ruby red hue added a striking contrast to the usual spread of greens and potatoes, and its earthy, slightly sweet flavor was a refreshing change from the more common mayo-heavy salads of the time. What made chilled beet salad so special was its simplicity. Cooked beets were peeled and sliced into thin rounds, then tossed in a tangy vinaigrette made from red wine vinegar, olive oil, and a bit of seasoning. The result was a light, zesty salad with an earthy depth that perfectly balanced the richness of summer BBQs and grilled meats. Some variations even included fresh herbs like dill or parsley, adding a touch of freshness that rounded out the dish. Though beets have seen a bit of a comeback in recent years, often roasted or blended into smoothies, this chilled version, served in its full hearty glory, has fallen out of favor for the most part. Today's picnic goers might opt for a kale salad or quinoa dish instead. But for those who remember, the chilled beet salad was a symbol of resourcefulness in the kitchen, transforming humble root vegetables into a dish that could stand proud next to anything else on the table. The tangy vinaigrette paired with the beet's natural sweetness made it an unexpected yet satisfying treat, a true nostalgic gem that's waiting for a comeback. Hot dog buns with cucumber relish. Before hot dogs were simply topped with ketchup and mustard, there was a time when hot dog buns were elevated with something a little more sophisticated: cucumber relish. This unexpected combination of crunchy cucumbers, tangy vinegar, and a touch of sweetness turned the humble hot dog into a whole new flavor experience. While we may not see this dish much on modern 4th of July tables, it was once a go-to for those looking to add a little more pizzazz to their summer picnics. The cucumber relish itself was a refreshing contrast to the smoky, grilled hot dog. Made with thinly sliced cucumbers, onions, and a touch of sugar, salt, and vinegar, the relish was simple to prepare, but packed a punch of flavor. When spooned onto a hot dog, it provided a cool, zesty crunch that perfectly balanced the richness of the sausage. The added tang from the vinegar cut through the heaviness of the meat, while the sweetness of the sugar gave it a light, bright touch. While the combination of cucumber and hot dogs may seem a bit unusual by today's standards, it was a favorite in the past, particularly for its refreshing qualities on a hot summer day. It felt like a sophisticated twist on an American classic, a way to make hot dogs feel fresh and innovative without straying too far from tradition. But as the years went by, other toppings took precedence, and the cucumber relish slowly faded from the scene. Still, for those who remember, the image of a perfectly grilled hot dog piled high with crunchy cucumber relish offers a slice of nostalgia, a time when hot dogs weren't just a quick meal, but an opportunity to get creative with flavors. It's a forgotten gem that may deserve a comeback. Egg salad sandwiches. Egg salad sandwiches were once the perfect light and comforting addition to any 4th of July picnic spread. Before the days of trendy avocado toasts and quinoa bowls, this simple yet satisfying dish was a staple at summer gatherings. Made with hard-boiled eggs, mayonnaise, and a dash of mustard, the egg salad was creamy, rich, and just the right balance of tangy and savory. Paired with soft white bread, it was an ideal option for those looking for a refreshing bite on a hot summer afternoon. Egg salad was more than just a sandwich filler. It was a symbol of the era's resourcefulness. It was affordable, easy to make, and could be prepared ahead of time, which made it the perfect dish for large gatherings or family picnics. The smoothness of the mayo, combined with the slightly mustardy bite and the richness of the eggs, made every bite a comforting experience. The addition of a sprinkle of paprika on top was often a signature touch, giving the salad just a hint of smokiness. What set the egg salad apart was its versatility. You could serve it on soft white bread, as a heaping scoop on a bed of lettuce, or even in a pita for a more casual, handheld option. It was one of those crowd-pleasing dishes that didn't require a lot of fuss, but still left everyone satisfied. And let's not forget how easy it was to whip up, great for last-minute prep or making use of extra eggs after a big family breakfast. Though egg salad sandwiches have faded from the spotlight, especially as fancier, more exotic salads have taken center stage, they remain a nostalgic favorite for many. For those who grew up with them, they carry the warmth of simpler times, when cooking was all about ease, comfort, and bringing people together. The humble egg salad sandwich, with its creamy filling and soft bread, is a timeless reminder of classic summer picnics that didn't need to be extravagant to be memorable. Waldorf salad. Waldorf salad was once a star at 4th of July picnics, offering a perfect mix of crisp, refreshing ingredients that balanced the richness of grilled meats and heavier sides. This classic dish, which originated at New York's Waldorf Astoria Hotel in the late 1800s, became a fixture at summer celebrations. Its blend of juicy apples, crunchy celery, sweet grapes, and toasted walnuts, all tossed in a creamy mayonnaise dressing, made it an elegant and delightful addition to any spread. The beauty of Waldorf salad was in its simplicity. The ingredients were fresh, light, and offered a variety of textures, from the crunch of the celery and walnuts to the soft sweetness of the apples and grapes. The mayo-based dressing brought everything together in a creamy, tangy way, making each bite a refreshing contrast to the heat of a summer day. It was often served in a bowl lined with lettuce leaves, making it not only a delicious dish, but also a visually appealing one, with its vibrant colors and crisp greens. In an era when lighter, fresher foods were in vogue, Waldorf salad became a go-to for anyone looking for something that felt both healthy and indulgent. It wasn't overly heavy, and its sweet, tart flavors made it stand out from the more common potato and pasta salads that dominated picnic tables. For many, it was a dish that symbolized the height of sophistication and culinary creativity at a time when fancy salads were a big deal. Today, Waldorf salad has largely faded from the 4th of July circuit, replaced by trendier salads like quinoa or kale. But for those who remember, it's hard not to look back fondly on this refreshing salad. It was a reminder that even on the hottest days, a little elegance and a burst of fresh fruit could make the meal feel special. A true classic that continues to evoke a sense of nostalgia for simpler, more refined picnics. Baked beans with bacon. Baked beans with bacon were once a 4th of July staple that paired perfectly with smoky barbecue and grilled meats, becoming the heart and soul of many summer spreads. Though baked beans still hold their place at picnics today, there was a time when they were elevated to an art form. The addition of crispy bacon and a rich molasses-based sauce turned this humble dish into something far more savory and satisfying. As the sun beat down on the picnic table, those beans, simmering in a thick, smoky sauce, brought comfort and warmth to any gathering. The key to perfect baked beans was slow cooking, allowing the flavors to meld together over time. The beans themselves were usually navy beans, soaked overnight and simmered until tender. The real magic, however, was in the sauce, a sweet, smoky combination of molasses, brown sugar, mustard, and a hint of vinegar that balanced the richness of the bacon. The bacon was fried until crispy, and the drippings were used to sauté onions and garlic, adding depth to the dish before everything was baked to perfection. It was a dish that didn't just fill you up. It was the kind of side that anchored the whole meal, offering layers of flavor with every spoonful. The combination of sweet and savory, coupled with the smoky richness of the bacon, made baked beans a standout on any 4th of July table. The dish was also a great make-ahead option, as it could be prepared the day before and slowly reheated, making it ideal for busy summer afternoons spent with family and friends. While baked beans are still around today, the version with bacon and molasses has faded from the spotlight. Modern variations often focus on lighter or more exotic flavors, leaving behind the rich, comforting version that once stole the show. But for those who remember, nothing can replace the deep, smoky flavors of baked beans with bacon, a true picnic classic that added warmth and heart to any celebration. Shrimp salad boats. Shrimp salad boats were once a glamorous addition to 4th of July picnics, adding a touch of sophistication to the spread. These bite-sized delights were perfect for summer gatherings, combining tender shrimp with a creamy, tangy dressing and served in crisp lettuce leaves. The boats themselves were elegant in their simplicity. Lettuce served as a natural vessel, holding the shrimp salad together while adding a fresh crunch to each bite. For a time, these little boats were the epitome of chic, offering a refreshing contrast to the heavier dishes on the table. The shrimp salad filling was where the magic happened. Shrimp, often boiled or poached to a tender, juicy perfection, were mixed with creamy mayonnaise, a dash of mustard, and a squeeze of lemon juice to create a rich yet bright flavor. Crisp celery and a handful of fresh herbs like dill or parsley added texture and a pop of color. Sometimes, a hint of relish or chopped pickles would be included to add a tangy bite. The salad was carefully spooned into the lettuce boats, creating an elegant presentation that invited guests to dig in. The beauty of shrimp salad boats was not just in the flavors, but also in their versatility. They could be served as a light lunch or as a starter, offering a delicate and refreshing option among the heavier, more traditional picnic fare. Whether placed on a large serving platter for everyone to share or made as individual servings for guests to grab, they were always a crowd pleaser. As tastes have evolved, shrimp salad boats have gradually disappeared from modern 4th of July menus, replaced by more casual salads or wraps. But for those who remember them, these little boats evoke a sense of nostalgia for a time when picnics were as much about elegance as they were about enjoying good food with loved ones. Their fresh, light bite was the perfect way to celebrate the season with a touch of class. Cabbage salad with vinegar dressing. Cabbage salad with vinegar dressing was a surprisingly popular dish at 4th of July picnics in days gone by, offering a refreshing, tangy alternative to the cream-heavy salads we often see today. This humble dish combined shredded cabbage with a sharp, vinegary dressing that brought out the natural sweetness and crunch of the cabbage. It was the kind of salad that could easily be made in large batches, perfect for feeding a crowd on a hot summer day, and it had a satisfying simplicity that made it a beloved picnic staple. The key to this salad was the balance between the crisp cabbage and the tart vinegar-based dressing. The cabbage was thinly sliced or shredded, ensuring each bite was crisp and light. The dressing was made with white vinegar, a bit of sugar to balance the acidity, and a touch of salt and pepper to round out the flavor. Some variations added grated carrots for a pop of color, while others included a sprinkle of celery seeds or mustard seeds to give the salad a little extra zing. The combination of the sweet and sour dressing with the crunchy cabbage was a refreshing bite that helped cleanse the palate between heavier dishes. What made this cabbage salad so appealing was its versatility and ease. It could be made ahead of time, allowing the flavors to meld together, and it didn't require any elaborate preparation. The salad's lightness made it a perfect complement to richer, heavier picnic fare like grilled meats and potato salad. Its bright, tangy profile also made it a great option for those looking for something fresh and zesty, especially in contrast to the often creamy, mayonnaise-heavy options. Though cabbage salad with vinegar dressing has faded from modern picnic tables, it remains a nostalgic favorite for many who grew up with it. Today, cabbage salads may still make an appearance, but they are often dressed with creamy dressings or served with more exotic ingredients. However, for those who remember the simplicity of the vinegar-based version, it's a reminder of a time when food didn't need to be fancy to be delicious. Tuna macaroni salad. Tuna macaroni salad was a 4th of July favorite that managed to strike the perfect balance between hearty and refreshing. While pasta salads are still a popular picnic choice, the classic tuna macaroni salad has become a bit of a nostalgic relic, though it was once a common sight on nearly every summer spread. This dish combined elbow macaroni with creamy mayonnaise, tender chunks of canned tuna, and often a handful of peas or diced celery for added crunch. It was a simple, no-fuss dish, but somehow, it always felt like a crowd pleaser that could satisfy both kids and adults alike. The key to a good tuna macaroni salad was in the combination of creamy mayo and the mild, savory tuna. The pasta was boiled until just tender, and then tossed with the tuna, often mixed with a touch of mustard for a subtle tang. Some recipes included hard-boiled eggs, adding a rich creaminess and extra protein to the salad. A sprinkle of salt and pepper, and perhaps a dash of lemon juice or vinegar, rounded out the flavors. The addition of vegetables like peas, diced onions, or even sweet pickle relish gave the salad an extra layer of texture and sweetness that worked wonderfully against the more savory elements. This dish was loved not just for its flavor, but for its practicality. It could be made ahead of time, and it kept well in the fridge for a day or two, ideal for those busy summer days when you wanted to get a meal prepped in advance. It was a great option for feeding large groups, offering a filling side that wasn't too heavy. And because it was a salad, it always felt lighter and more refreshing than some of the other rich, meat-heavy options. While tuna macaroni salad has slipped from its spot as a 4th of July staple, it's still remembered fondly by those who grew up with it. Today, its legacy lives on in more modern pasta salads, but the classic tuna version is a reminder of how simple ingredients can come together to create a dish that's both satisfying and comforting. It's a perfect throwback to picnics past, when all you needed was a bowl of pasta, some mayo, and a little love to make something truly delicious. Potato chip salad. Potato chip salad was one of those quirky yet beloved 4th of July dishes that captured the resourcefulness of the time. Imagine the crisp crunch of salty potato chips mixed with a creamy dressing, all piled together with a medley of vegetables like celery, onions, and sometimes even hard-boiled eggs. It was an unusual combination, to be sure, but one that became an unexpected hit at summer picnics and family gatherings. The salad was easy to whip up, required little prep time, and offered a satisfying texture that balanced creamy and crispy in every bite. The potato chips, often crumbled into smaller pieces, formed the base of the salad. Their saltiness and crunch were perfect contrasts to the smooth, mayo-based dressing that bound everything together. A bit of sour cream might be added to make the dressing a little tangier, while a touch of mustard or vinegar offered some acidity to balance the richness. Chopped celery and onions were added for a burst of freshness, and sometimes a sprinkle of paprika or chives would add color and a little extra flair. It wasn't an overly complex salad, but it was the kind of dish that would disappear quickly from a picnic table as guests couldn't resist the combination of flavors and textures. One of the best things about potato chip salad was how easily it could be customized. Some versions included diced pickles or relish for extra tang, while others might throw in some boiled eggs for added protein and richness. The dish's popularity was also fueled by how effortlessly it could be prepared ahead of time, which made it an easy choice for busy summer days. Though it's largely disappeared from modern holiday spreads, potato chip salad holds a special place in the hearts of those who remember it. Today, we might look for a more gourmet salad to pair with our grilled meats, but there's something undeniably comforting about the simplicity and crunch of potato chip salad, a dish that was perfect for the fun, carefree spirit of 4th of July celebrations. Creamy cucumber salad. Creamy cucumber salad was a refreshing, light dish that made its way to many a 4th of July picnic, offering a cool contrast to the often heavier meats and sides that dominated the table. In its simplest form, this salad combined thinly sliced cucumbers with a creamy dressing made from mayonnaise, sour cream, or sometimes even yogurt. A dash of vinegar or lemon juice added just the right amount of tang, while fresh herbs like dill or parsley brought a pop of color and flavor. It was easy to prepare, kept well in the fridge, and was a beloved go-to during the warm summer months. The star of this salad, of course, was the cucumber. Its crisp texture and mild flavor made it the perfect foil to the creamy dressing, providing a refreshing bite with each spoonful. The dressing, typically a mix of mayo and sour cream, was rich but not overwhelming, letting the cucumbers shine without overpowering them. A little salt, pepper, and a sprinkle of sugar would help balance the flavors, while a dash of vinegar or lemon juice provided a necessary brightness. The addition of fresh dill was almost always a key ingredient, giving the salad a herbaceous edge that tied everything together. While the dish was simple, it was the kind of salad that felt special at the time. It was light enough to be a side dish, but satisfying enough to pair perfectly with grilled meats or sandwiches. Some variations even included sliced red onion or a handful of grated carrots for extra texture and sweetness. Though creamy cucumber salad has been somewhat overshadowed by trendier salads in recent years, it's still a nostalgic favorite for those who remember it. These days, it might not be the first salad to come to mind, but it remains a timeless reminder of classic summer picnics, offering just the right balance of freshness and creaminess on a hot July day. A simple yet satisfying dish, it captures the spirit of 4th of July celebrations from an era when meals were often straightforward, delicious, and uncomplicated. Chicken and broccoli salad. Chicken and broccoli salad was a 4th of July dish that brought together the freshness of summer with a satisfying, protein-packed twist. This hearty salad was a popular choice for those looking for something a little more filling than the usual sides, but still light enough to enjoy on a warm summer day. It combined tender chunks of cooked chicken with crunchy, blanched broccoli, all dressed in a creamy mayonnaise-based dressing. The addition of crispy bacon, raisins, or grapes for sweetness, and sometimes nuts for crunch, made the salad both flavorful and texturally interesting. The chicken in this salad was often left over from a previous meal or quickly cooked and cubed into bite-sized pieces. The broccoli was lightly steamed or blanched, retaining its bright green color and crunch. Together, these ingredients formed the base of the salad, but it was the dressing that brought it all together. A simple mixture of mayonnaise, a touch of mustard, and perhaps a little vinegar or lemon juice for acidity was all it took to create a creamy, tangy coat that enveloped the chicken and broccoli. For added texture and a balance of flavors, crispy bacon was often crumbled in, and raisins or grapes provided a sweet contrast to the richness of the mayo. While chicken and broccoli salad was certainly a more substantial option than something like a fruit salad or a basic green salad, it still offered a refreshing change of pace from the traditional summer dishes. The combination of creamy, savory, and sweet ingredients was a crowd pleaser, especially for those who enjoyed a salad that could double as a light main course or side dish. Today, chicken and broccoli salad has mostly been replaced by lighter, more trendy dishes like quinoa salads or kale creations. But for those who remember it, the dish evokes a sense of nostalgia for a time when salads were more about simple ingredients and satisfying flavors than about trends or superfoods. This salad was a perfect reflection of 4th of July picnics of yesteryear, resourceful, filling, and always a hit among friends and family. Deviled ham spread. Deviled ham spread was once a popular, crowd-pleasing dish at 4th of July picnics, providing a flavorful alternative to the more common potato or macaroni salads. This simple yet savory spread was made by combining canned ham with mayonnaise, mustard, and various seasonings, creating a smooth, tangy, and spreadable filling that could be served on crackers, bread, or as a topping for veggies. It was one of those no-fuss, make-ahead options that could be prepared in advance, leaving more time for enjoying the festivities. The beauty of deviled ham spread was in its versatility and ease. The base was often a can of finely chopped ham, which was combined with mayonnaise for creaminess, mustard for tang, and a few dashes of hot sauce or Worcestershire sauce for depth. A pinch of garlic powder, onion powder, and sometimes even paprika added extra seasoning, making each bite a burst of savory goodness. The spread could be as mild or as spicy as desired, depending on your taste, and it could be served in a variety of ways, spread on soft white bread, on buttery crackers, or in fresh lettuce cups for a lighter option. While the dish wasn't exactly gourmet, its simplicity and satisfying flavor made it a favorite at summer picnics. It was an affordable, easy-to-make spread that was perfect for large gatherings, and it didn't require much effort. Plus, it had the advantage of being a great way to use up leftover ham from a previous meal, which made it both practical and economical. Today, deviled ham spread has largely fallen out of favor, replaced by more refined spreads or trendy dips like hummus and guacamole. But for those who grew up with it, the dish remains a nostalgic favorite, a reminder of a time when food didn't have to be complicated to be delicious. It was a humble yet comforting part of 4th of July spreads, simple, savory, and always satisfying. Macaroni and pea salad. Macaroni and pea salad was one of those classic, no-fuss 4th of July dishes that always seemed to appear on picnic tables across the country. A true crowd pleaser, this dish was a colorful combination of cooked elbow macaroni, tender peas, and a creamy dressing that often included mayonnaise, mustard, and a splash of vinegar. While it may not have been the star of the meal, it certainly held its own, offering a refreshing balance to the heartier, meat-focused dishes that were often the main attraction. The appeal of macaroni and pea salad lay in its simplicity. The macaroni, cooked just until tender, was the base of the dish, while the peas added a burst of color and sweetness. The creamy dressing, made with a base of mayonnaise and mustard, was the perfect complement to the texture of the pasta and the pop of the peas. A touch of vinegar, along with a sprinkle of salt and pepper, gave the salad a slight tang, balancing the richness of the mayo. Some variations of the salad added chopped onions or bell peppers for a bit of crunch and extra flavor. This salad was a picnic favorite, not just for its taste, but for its practicality. It was inexpensive, easy to make, and could be prepared the day before the event, making it ideal for busy summer days. It also had the added benefit of being filling without being too heavy, making it the perfect side dish to serve alongside grilled burgers, hot dogs, or chicken. Although macaroni salads have evolved over the years to include more adventurous ingredients, like fresh herbs or fancy cheeses, the classic macaroni and pea salad remains a nostalgic favorite for those who remember it. It's a simple dish that recalls the essence of 4th of July picnics, from a time when meals were made from everyday ingredients, yet still managed to bring everyone together in the most satisfying way. And stay tuned. Cold chicken salad with grapes. Cold chicken salad with grapes was once a 4th of July favorite, offering a light yet satisfying option for those looking for something a little more refreshing than the typical picnic fare. This salad combined tender, shredded or cubed chicken with sweet, juicy grapes, all tossed in a creamy dressing made of mayonnaise, sour cream, or yogurt. The sweetness of the grapes paired perfectly with the savory chicken, while the creamy dressing tied it all together in a rich, tangy harmony. It was the perfect dish for a warm summer day when you wanted something easy to prepare and full of flavor. The key to this chicken salad was the balance between the ingredients. The chicken, often left over from a previous meal or quickly poached, provided a hearty base, while the grapes added a burst of sweetness and a refreshing contrast. Some recipes included celery or nuts, like almonds or walnuts, to introduce a bit of crunch, while others might add a squeeze of lemon juice or a dash of mustard for a tangy twist. The creamy dressing, made with mayonnaise and a touch of sour cream or yogurt, was smooth and rich without being overwhelming. This salad was especially popular for picnics and potlucks, as it could be made ahead of time and served cold, making it a great choice for a relaxed summer gathering. It was easy to prepare in bulk, and its flavors only improved after a few hours in the fridge. Plus, it could be served on its own or on a bed of lettuce, as a sandwich filling, or with crackers, offering versatility for any occasion. Though cold chicken salad with grapes has become less common in modern picnic spreads, it remains a nostalgic favorite for those who remember it. It's a dish that evokes memories of simpler times, when chicken salad was a classic comfort food and the sweet, tangy combination of chicken and grapes was a delightful treat. For anyone who grew up with it, it's a refreshing reminder of the timeless appeal of a well-made, cool salad on a hot summer day. Creamy coleslaw. Creamy coleslaw was a quintessential 4th of July side dish that brought both comfort and crunch to the summer picnic table. This cool, crisp salad, made from finely shredded cabbage and often paired with carrots, became a staple at barbecues and family gatherings. What made coleslaw so beloved was its perfect balance of textures: crunchy cabbage, tender carrots, and a smooth, tangy dressing that pulled it all together. A spoonful of coleslaw paired effortlessly with grilled meats, hot dogs, and potato salad, making it a must-have alongside those classic 4th of July favorites. The beauty of creamy coleslaw lay in its simplicity. The cabbage, finely shredded, formed the base of the dish, while grated carrots added color and a bit of sweetness. The creamy dressing, made with mayonnaise, vinegar, a touch of sugar, and mustard, was the key to bringing everything together. Some versions of the salad included a bit of celery seed or onion powder for added depth, while others might have a splash of lemon juice for extra brightness. The result was a creamy, slightly tangy salad that offered a satisfying contrast to the smoky richness of grilled meats. What made coleslaw such a perfect picnic dish was its make-ahead nature. It could be prepped the night before and left to sit in the fridge, allowing the flavors to meld and the cabbage to soften just enough. Plus, it could easily feed a crowd, making it ideal for large family gatherings or neighborhood barbecues. Its freshness and creaminess made it a cooling, refreshing bite that was especially welcome on hot summer days. Though creamy coleslaw is still a popular side dish today, it doesn't have the same spotlight it once did. Modern variations, such as those made with vinaigrette or more exotic ingredients like kale, have taken center stage. However, for those who remember it as a 4th of July classic, coleslaw remains a nostalgic favorite. It's a simple yet delicious reminder of summer picnics past, where food was uncomplicated, flavorful, and always a crowd pleaser. Summer fruit salad. Summer fruit salad was a refreshing, vibrant dish that added a burst of color and sweetness to 4th of July picnics. This simple yet delicious dish brought together a variety of seasonal fruits, often featuring juicy watermelon, sweet strawberries, tart pineapple, and ripe peaches or berries, all tossed together in a light, honey-sweetened dressing. The appeal of a fruit salad was its ability to capture the essence of summer in a bowl, fresh, sweet, and bursting with natural flavors that made it the perfect complement to a day of grilling and outdoor fun. What made summer fruit salad so popular was its versatility. You could mix and match whatever fruits were in season, depending on what was available, and the salad would always be a hit. Watermelon, in particular, was a star ingredient as its high water content made it cool and hydrating on a hot summer day. Pineapple added a tropical flair, while berries like strawberries and blueberries gave the salad a pop of color. Some versions of the salad included a sprinkle of fresh mint or a squeeze of lime juice for an extra layer of freshness. The dressing was typically simple, just a light drizzle of honey, a splash of lemon juice, or a bit of orange juice to enhance the natural sweetness of the fruit. It was never heavy or overpowering, but it helped tie everything together, creating a perfect balance of flavors. Summer fruit salad was not only delicious, but also incredibly easy to prepare. It could be assembled ahead of time and chilled in the fridge until ready to serve, making it a convenient dish for busy picnic days. Its lightness and natural sweetness made it the ideal side dish to balance out heavier, meatier picnic fare like burgers and potato salad. Though fruit salads are still a popular option for modern summer gatherings, the classic summer fruit salad with its mix of seasonal fruits and light dressing evokes a sense of nostalgia for those who remember it at 4th of July celebrations past. It's a dish that embodies the spirit of summer, simple, fresh, and full of the season's best flavors. Shrimp cocktail salad. Shrimp cocktail salad was once a glamorous and sophisticated addition to 4th of July picnics, bringing a touch of elegance to the outdoor festivities. This dish was a perfect balance of cold, tender shrimp served with a zesty, tangy cocktail sauce, often nestled on a bed of crisp lettuce and garnished with fresh herbs or lemon wedges. The combination of chilled shrimp and the bold flavors of the cocktail sauce made this a refreshing and crowd-pleasing choice for hot summer days. The shrimp, typically boiled or poached until just tender, were the star of the show. Served chilled, they provided a clean, delicate taste that paired perfectly with the rich, spicy cocktail sauce. The sauce itself was made from ketchup, horseradish, lemon juice, and a dash of Worcestershire sauce, giving it a tangy, spicy kick that complemented the shrimp's sweetness. Sometimes, a little fresh parsley or dill was added to garnish, bringing a pop of green to the dish and enhancing the overall presentation. The shrimp were often arranged in a ring around the plate, with the sauce in the center for dipping, making it as visually striking as it was delicious. Shrimp cocktail salad was often served as a starter or a side dish, offering a lighter seafood option among the more traditional picnic fare. It was a dish that didn't need much prep, just a bit of boiling and chilling, yet it always made a big impression at gatherings. Whether served in individual portions on small plates or as a communal platter, it felt like a special treat for guests, elevating the meal with its fresh, briny taste. While shrimp cocktail is still enjoyed today, the shrimp cocktail salad has become a bit of a retro relic, overshadowed by newer, trendier seafood options. However, for those who remember it, this dish brings back memories of those sophisticated 4th of July picnics of yesteryear, where shrimp, cocktail sauce, and a bit of flair made the meal feel like an event. Tuna noodle casserole. Tuna noodle casserole was once a go-to dish for 4th of July picnics, offering a hearty, comforting option among the lighter salads and sandwiches. This creamy casserole combined egg noodles with canned tuna, peas, and a rich, velvety sauce, often topped with crispy breadcrumbs or a layer of melted cheese. It was the kind of dish that could feed a crowd with minimal effort and was perfect for those looking for a filling, easy-to-make option for a summer gathering. The foundation of tuna noodle casserole was simple: cooked egg noodles, canned tuna, and frozen peas. These ingredients were mixed together in a casserole dish, and a creamy sauce, usually made with mayonnaise or cream of mushroom soup, was poured over the top to bind everything together. The casserole was then baked until golden and bubbly, with a crispy, crunchy topping made from breadcrumbs or crushed potato chips. Some versions added grated cheese for extra richness, while others included diced onions or celery for a bit of crunch and flavor. What made tuna noodle casserole so popular was its versatility and practicality. It could be made ahead of time, stored in the fridge, and then baked right before serving, making it an excellent choice for a stress-free 4th of July. It was also an inexpensive dish to prepare, especially when using pantry staples like canned tuna and frozen vegetables. The creamy texture and comforting flavors made it a satisfying choice for a family meal or potluck-style picnic. While tuna noodle casserole has largely faded from modern picnic tables, it remains a nostalgic favorite for those who remember it. Today, it may be considered a bit retro, replaced by lighter, more trendy dishes like quinoa salads or grilled vegetables. But for those who grew up with it, this casserole is a reminder of the simple, hearty meals that brought families together for summer celebrations. offering both comfort and convenience in one dish. Pickled vegetable salad. Pickled vegetable salad was a popular, tangy side dish that brought a burst of flavor to 4th of July picnics. This dish combined a colorful array of vegetables, often including cucumbers, carrots, onions, and bell peppers, pickled in a sweet and sour brine. The result was a zesty, crunchy salad that complemented the richness of grilled meats and heavier sides. The acidity from the pickling liquid provided a refreshing contrast, making it a favorite among those looking for something vibrant and full of bold flavors. The vegetables in pickled vegetable salad were typically sliced thinly or cut into bite-sized pieces, then marinated in a brine made of vinegar, sugar, salt, and a variety of spices, such as mustard seeds, celery seeds, and peppercorns. The vegetables would soak up the brine over several hours, or even overnight, becoming infused with the tangy, aromatic flavors. Sometimes, a bit of garlic or fresh dill would be added to enhance the flavor, giving the salad an extra layer of depth and fragrance. What made pickled vegetable salad so appealing was its balance of tanginess and sweetness, along with the satisfying crunch of the vegetables. It was a dish that could be made in advance, and the flavors only improved after sitting in the brine for a day or two. This made it a convenient choice for summer gatherings, as it could be prepped ahead of time and stored in the fridge until it was ready to be served. Although pickled vegetable salad has somewhat faded from modern 4th of July menus, it still evokes a sense of nostalgia for those who grew up with it. Today, more exotic or trendy salads may take center stage, but this pickled classic remains a testament to the power of simple ingredients and bold, tangy flavors. For anyone who remembers it, this salad is a reminder of the satisfying, refreshing bite that pickled vegetables can bring to any summer spread. Beef and potato salad. Beef and potato salad was a hearty, satisfying dish that made its way onto many 4th of July picnic tables, offering a filling alternative to the lighter, vegetable-based salads that were common at the time. This dish combined tender chunks of roast beef with boiled potatoes, all mixed together in a tangy, creamy dressing. It was a comforting and robust salad that could stand on its own as a meal or serve as a substantial side dish to complement the usual barbecue fare. The blend of savory beef, creamy potatoes, and zesty dressing made it a favorite for those seeking a more substantial option during summer gatherings. The beef used in this salad was often leftover roast beef, cut into bite-sized pieces, which added a savory depth to the salad. The potatoes, boiled until just tender, were the perfect base, absorbing the creamy dressing and giving the salad a hearty, satisfying texture. The dressing, usually a mix of mayonnaise and mustard, was spiked with vinegar or lemon juice to provide a tangy kick, and some versions included chopped onions or pickles for extra flavor. A bit of fresh parsley or chives was often sprinkled on top for a pop of color and a touch of freshness. What made beef and potato salad so popular was its versatility. It could easily be prepared ahead of time, making it a practical choice for a busy summer day. Plus, it was filling and could easily feed a crowd, making it ideal for potlucks, family gatherings, or neighborhood barbecues. The dish was also perfect for using up leftover roast beef, turning a simple cut of meat into a flavorful, creamy salad that everyone would enjoy. Though beef and potato salad is less common at modern picnics, it remains a nostalgic favorite for those who remember it. Today, we might opt for lighter salads or newer variations, but this classic brings back memories of a time when meals were hearty, comforting, and made to feed a crowd. It's a simple dish that continues to evoke the spirit of summer picnics, where the emphasis was on good food, good company, and enjoying the moment. Hot dog and cheese casserole. Hot dog and cheese casserole was a comforting, easy-to-make dish that once made regular appearances at 4th of July picnics, offering a quick, crowd-pleasing alternative to more complicated meals. Combining the simplicity of hot dogs with the creamy richness of cheese, this casserole was a hearty and satisfying option that could be whipped up with just a few pantry staples. Perfect for feeding a crowd, it was especially popular among families with children who loved the combination of gooey cheese and the familiar taste of hot dogs. The base of this casserole was, of course, hot dogs, which were sliced into bite-sized pieces and layered in a baking dish. The hot dogs were then smothered in a creamy cheese sauce, often made with a blend of cheddar and American cheese for extra meltiness. Some versions included sautéed onions or bell peppers for added flavor and texture, while others might have a layer of crispy breadcrumbs on top, giving the casserole a crunchy finish. The whole dish was baked in the oven until golden and bubbling, creating a dish that was warm, cheesy, and comforting. What made hot dog and cheese casserole such a hit at summer picnics was its convenience and ability to feed a large group without much effort. It could be made ahead of time, stored in the fridge, and then popped into the oven just before serving. The rich, creamy cheese sauce, combined with the salty bite of the hot dogs, made for a dish that was both indulgent and satisfying. Plus, it was a great way to stretch ingredients and feed a crowd on a budget, making it a staple in many homes during family gatherings or casual picnics. Though hot dog and cheese casserole isn't as common today, it still holds a special place in the hearts of those who grew up with it. While modern tastes might lean toward lighter or more sophisticated dishes, this casserole remains a nostalgic reminder of 4th of July picnics from simpler times, where food was about comfort, practicality, and bringing people together. It's a dish that may have faded from the spotlight, but for many, it will always be a cherished classic. Cabbage and bacon skillet. Cabbage and bacon skillet was a rustic, flavorful dish that often made an appearance at 4th of July picnics, offering a savory side that paired beautifully with grilled meats and other summer favorites. This simple yet satisfying dish combined shredded cabbage with crispy bacon, sautéed together until the cabbage was tender and slightly caramelized, picking up the savory richness of the bacon. It was a comforting dish that, while humble, packed a punch of flavor and was always a hit at family gatherings. The cabbage, usually green or sometimes a mix of green and red for added color, was shredded into thin strips and cooked down in the bacon fat. The bacon was crispy and crumbled into small bits, adding both texture and a smoky depth to the dish. As the cabbage cooked, it softened and absorbed the rich bacon flavor, becoming slightly sweet and tender. A simple seasoning of salt, pepper, and a dash of vinegar helped bring out the cabbage's natural sweetness while balancing the richness of the bacon. Some versions of this dish might include a sprinkle of sugar to help caramelize the cabbage further, adding an extra layer of complexity to the flavor. What made cabbage and bacon skillet so appealing was its simplicity and versatility. It was easy to prepare with just a few ingredients, and it didn't require much time on the stove. The smoky bacon and the tender cabbage created a comforting, savory side dish that perfectly complemented the heavier elements of a typical 4th of July spread, like burgers and hot dogs. It was also a great way to incorporate more vegetables into the meal without losing any of the rich, satisfying flavors that people loved. Though cabbage and bacon skillet has largely faded from modern picnic menus, it remains a nostalgic favorite for those who remember it. The dish brings back memories of simpler times, when a few basic ingredients could come together to create something delicious and satisfying. It's a reminder of a time when summer meals were about comfort, resourcefulness, and sharing food with loved ones. Pineapple and cottage cheese salad. Pineapple and cottage cheese salad was a refreshing and light dish that once graced many 4th of July picnics, offering a sweet and savory balance to the heavier dishes typically found at summer gatherings. This simple salad combined juicy pineapple chunks with creamy cottage cheese, creating a dish that was both satisfying and refreshing. It was often served as a side dish or even as a light dessert, making it a versatile addition to any picnic spread. The beauty of pineapple and cottage cheese salad lay in its simplicity. The pineapple provided a burst of sweetness and tropical flavor, while the cottage cheese added a creamy, slightly tangy contrast. Some versions of the salad included a sprinkle of toasted coconut on top for added texture and flavor, while others incorporated a few maraschino cherries for a pop of color. A little honey or a squeeze of fresh lime juice was sometimes added to enhance the natural sweetness of the pineapple and brighten up the dish even more. This salad was a great option for hot summer days, as it was incredibly easy to prepare and serve chilled, offering a cool, refreshing bite. It was also an excellent way to incorporate fruit into a meal, especially for those who were looking for something lighter to balance out the rich, grilled meats and other heavier picnic fare. Pineapple and cottage cheese salad could be made ahead of time, making it a convenient dish to bring to a picnic or potluck without any last-minute fuss. Though pineapple and cottage cheese salad isn't as common today, it remains a nostalgic favorite for those who remember it as a go-to side or dessert at summer gatherings. In an era where fruit salads are often dressed with complex ingredients or exotic flavors, this simple, classic combination of pineapple and cottage cheese offers a refreshing reminder of a time when food was more about comfort and simplicity than trends. It's a dish that still evokes fond memories of 4th of July picnics, where easy, refreshing foods were the stars of the day. Sweet and sour meatballs. Sweet and sour meatballs were a beloved dish at 4th of July picnics, offering a flavorful bite-sized treat that straddled the line between savory and sweet. These tender meatballs, coated in a tangy, sticky sauce, were perfect for snacking or serving as an appetizer. The beauty of this dish was in its balance. Rich, juicy meatballs combined with a zesty, sweet sauce made them irresistible to guests of all ages. Whether served on a platter or skewered on toothpicks for easy serving, sweet and sour meatballs were always a hit at summer gatherings. The meatballs themselves were made from a simple combination of ground beef, or sometimes a mix of beef and pork, breadcrumbs, egg, and seasonings like garlic and onion powder. These were formed into bite-sized balls and fried or baked until golden and cooked through. The magic, however, was in the sauce. The sweet and sour flavor profile was typically achieved by combining ketchup, vinegar, sugar, and a touch of soy sauce. Some versions of the sauce included pineapple juice or actual pineapple chunks for added sweetness and depth, while others used a little mustard or Worcestershire sauce to bring in some extra zing. The sauce was simmered until thick and glossy, then poured over the meatballs, which were left to simmer in the sauce, allowing them to absorb all the sweet and tangy goodness. What made sweet and sour meatballs so popular was their versatility and ease of preparation. They could be made ahead of time and kept warm in a slow cooker, making them perfect for casual picnics where guests were free to serve themselves. The dish was both a filling appetizer and a great side dish to pair with other picnic staples like burgers, hot dogs, and potato salad. Their bite-sized nature also made them perfect for snacking, meaning they often disappeared quickly from the table. Though sweet and sour meatballs have fallen out of fashion in favor of other appetizers, they still hold a special place in the hearts of those who remember them at 4th of July picnics. This dish was a symbol of an era when food was simple, hearty, and designed to feed a crowd without a lot of fuss. It's a nostalgic reminder of those summer gatherings where the most important thing was good food, good company, and a meal that could be enjoyed by everyone. No fancy prep, just great flavor and a sense of celebration. Cornbread salad. Cornbread salad was a quirky yet beloved dish at 4th of July picnics, offering a savory and slightly sweet contrast to the more traditional salads. Combining crumbled cornbread with layers of fresh vegetables, cheese, and a tangy dressing, it was a dish that felt both comforting and refreshing, offering a unique twist on the usual picnic sides. Though it might sound unusual at first, cornbread salad quickly became a favorite because of its heartiness, flavor, and satisfying textures. It was the perfect side to balance out the rich, smoky flavors of grilled meats and BBQ fare. The base of cornbread salad was simple, moist, crumbled cornbread. It was typically made from scratch, baked until golden, and then crumbled into bite-sized pieces. The cornbread added a subtle sweetness and a soft, cake-like texture that absorbed the layers of dressing and vegetables. This was often paired with chopped tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, and sometimes cucumbers for a refreshing crunch. A generous helping of shredded cheddar cheese was often added, bringing in a creamy, savory richness to balance the sweetness of the cornbread. The dressing was typically a blend of mayonnaise, sour cream, and sometimes a bit of mustard or ranch dressing. A splash of vinegar added just the right tang to the mixture, which helped cut through the richness of the cornbread and cheese. The salad was layered in a large dish or bowl, with each component adding its own flavor and texture to the mix. Some versions of the salad also included bacon bits, hard-boiled eggs, or sweet pickles for extra layers of flavor. Cornbread salad was as much about the process as it was about the end result. The salad was often made ahead of time, allowing the cornbread to soak up the dressing and flavors from the vegetables, making it even more flavorful the next day. Its ease of preparation, along with its ability to be made in advance, made it a great option for busy summer picnics, where there was more time for relaxation and fun rather than worrying about last-minute cooking. Though cornbread salad has largely fallen out of favor in today's picnic scene, it remains a nostalgic favorite for those who remember it. The dish represents a simpler time when food was about ease, practicality, and feeding a crowd with hearty, comforting flavors. It's a reminder of how creative, satisfying, and unexpected food can be when you take the time to mix tradition with something new. A true throwback to those classic summer picnics, cornbread salad continues to evoke memories of delicious meals enjoyed with friends and family. Ham and Swiss sliders. Ham and Swiss sliders were a go-to, crowd-pleasing 4th of July dish that effortlessly combined the comforting flavors of ham and cheese with a touch of sweetness and savory goodness. These warm, melty sandwiches were a hit at picnics, offering the perfect balance of gooey Swiss cheese, savory ham, and a soft, buttery bun. They were small, bite-sized treats that made serving easy and were perfect for sharing, making them an ideal addition to any summer gathering or BBQ. The sliders were made with small sandwich rolls, often Hawaiian sweet rolls for a touch of sweetness that complemented the savory fillings. The rolls were split in half, and a layer of thinly sliced ham was placed on the bottom, topped with Swiss cheese. The sandwiches were then assembled, drizzled with a savory, buttery sauce made with butter, Dijon mustard, Worcestershire sauce, and a sprinkle of poppy seeds. Once assembled, the sliders were baked until golden brown and the cheese was perfectly melted, creating a deliciously warm and gooey bite that everyone could enjoy. What made ham and Swiss sliders so appealing was not only the flavor, but also the convenience. These sliders were easy to prepare in advance and could be baked just before serving, making them a great dish for large gatherings or potlucks. The sweet rolls paired with the ham and cheese provided a satisfying contrast of flavors, and the buttery sauce gave each bite a deliciously rich finish. Whether served as a snack, side dish, or even a light meal, the sliders were always the first to disappear from the table. Another reason these sliders became a 4th of July favorite was their versatility. While ham and Swiss cheese were the classic filling, some variations included mustard or pickle slices for an added tang, or even a bit of caramelized onions for extra depth. The sliders could be made with turkey, roast beef, or even chicken for a different twist, depending on personal preferences. Plus, their bite-sized nature made them perfect for grabbing and snacking between other picnic fare, like fresh fruit or potato salad. Though ham and Swiss sliders may not be as trendy today as they once were, they remain a nostalgic favorite for those who remember them at 4th of July picnics. The dish is a reminder of the time when meals were about simplicity, delicious combinations, and satisfying flavors that everyone could enjoy. It's the kind of food that brings people together, offering both comfort and convenience in one delicious little sandwich. Tomato and mozzarella salad. Tomato and mozzarella salad was once a staple on many 4th of July picnic tables, offering a light, refreshing, and elegant option among the heavy, grilled fare. This simple yet delightful salad combined juicy, ripe tomatoes with creamy mozzarella cheese, drizzled with olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and fresh basil. The result was a perfect balance of sweet, tangy, and savory flavors that captured the essence of summer. Its bright colors and fresh ingredients made it a beautiful addition to any spread, and its lightness made it the perfect complement to heavier picnic dishes like potato salad and grilled meats. The key to a great tomato and mozzarella salad was using the best possible ingredients. Fresh, vine-ripened tomatoes were sliced thickly to show off their vibrant red color and juicy texture. The mozzarella, typically fresh mozzarella or bocconcini, was sliced into rounds or torn into bite-sized chunks, offering a creamy, delicate contrast to the tomatoes. The salad was then seasoned with a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, a splash of balsamic vinegar, and a pinch of sea salt and black pepper. A few fresh basil leaves were torn and scattered over the top, adding a fragrant herbal note that tied everything together. The beauty of this salad was in its simplicity. There were no complicated dressings or heavy sauces, just the pure, fresh flavors of the ingredients shining through. Some variations of the salad included a sprinkle of red onion, a few olives, or even a light dusting of Parmesan cheese, but the basic combination of tomatoes, mozzarella, and basil was enough to make this salad feel special. It was often served chilled or at room temperature, allowing the flavors to meld together and the mozzarella to soften just enough to melt in your mouth. Tomato and mozzarella salad was not only easy to prepare but also incredibly versatile. It could be made ahead of time and kept in the fridge until serving, making it a great choice for a busy picnic. Plus, its light and refreshing nature made it a welcome contrast to heavier dishes, offering a cooling break between bites of burgers, hot dogs, or potato salad. It was a dish that could be eaten on its own or served alongside other picnic favorites, and its fresh flavors never failed to satisfy. While tomato and mozzarella salad may be less common at 4th of July gatherings today, it still holds a place in the hearts of those who remember it. This dish is a nostalgic reminder of a time when simple, fresh ingredients were celebrated for their own natural beauty. It's a perfect symbol of summer picnics, light, vibrant, and full of flavor, making it a timeless addition to any 4th of July spread. As we wrap up this nostalgic journey through 30 4th of July dishes that have faded into history, it's clear that food has a special way of connecting us to the past. These forgotten favorites, whether they're comforting casseroles, refreshing salads, or hearty sides, represent a time when meals were simple, flavorful, and meant to bring people together. While some of these dishes may no longer have a place at today's picnic tables, they remain a cherished part of our culinary history. So the next time you're planning your 4th of July spread, why not try resurrecting one of these old school favorites? You just might find that the past has a few delicious secrets worth revisiting. Happy cooking, and here's to celebrating the classics, one bite at a time.